Let me tell you the story about how I, Regron, became one of the most renowned warriors. Together with Alfie, Heloise, Arby, and Eugene, we managed to defeat many enemies on our many adventures.
Oh my god. Reggie, get to the point.
Here's one such story.
I'm having a baby!
Well, it just so happens that we kind of have a healer here.
All the gods have chosen their champions, and I have chosen you.
A single father.
Who works too hard.
He wants the little slod fucker to just like dissolve into light, and then he's just fucking holding Eugene's little fat roll there.
The sea elf falls to her knees at you, Arby. It's true. The true gods have returned. Big Eugene! And he runs up to you.
Little Eugene,
Bo says, there's one more person who wants to meet you.
My name is Regron Eugene Goblinbane. You can call me Reggie.
We don't know what the new dragon army leaders are going to do.
Send us after them.
I'll get the rest of my men back to some healers. Get the army replenished.
You know, how about we park? Because there are a lot of spiders up there.
An older woman runs up and says, "New people! Great! My grandson should be here soon."
Oh, that man is a pudding.
We're talented at fucking shit up.
You're old and frail, but just point to the pulley system.
Shouldn't take more than 15 minutes to get to the top with the pulleys. Valley below you, you see two things. One, you see the Red Dragon Army camp. Secondly, about half a mile past the Red Dragon Army camp, you see a massive city. Alright, so last we left off, you all had just reached the Dragon Army camp on one side of a valley. The City of Lost Names, which is a city you all have been looking for in this desert, among other things, is located on the far side of this valley. And between the two is this kind of natural cave tunnel. The camp, which is on this side, seems to be fairly empty. There's only 10 to 12 guards. There are 4 guard towers around the camp. And the last thing you all were doing is you had found where they're keeping their dragonelles. And you're trying to decide if you should attempt to bait the dragonelles out, free the dragonelles, fight the dragon army guards, or try and poison them potentially with the egg salad in the bag. All that being said, what would you all like to do?
What if we poison the dragonelles with the eggs?
Do we want to try to kill the dragonelles as well, or do we want to try to keep the dragonelles? What do we want to do with the dragonelles? Do we want to kill them?
Not to rub dirt in the wound, but I kind of feel like if we had this Kleistron fellow with us, it would have been a lot easier to manage the dragonelles, but... Ooh, buddy, this is
Who's
a tickle.
Kleistron?
He's the puddle at the bottom of the mountain.
Oh, that Eugene slaughtered.
I forgot about the puddle guy.
But Alfie, you told me you were going to catch him.
I did not tell you I was going to catch him. I told you that was my plan. I did not say that I was going to do it.
Why didn't we follow through with said plan?
Because he was too far away. But you shot the arrows before I could say that.
You looked so confident when you said I could cast Featherfall.
Well,
But
Eugene,
no.
I specifically said my plan was for you to shoot him down and me cast Featherfall, and then you shot him down.
And that was a really good plan.
It was a good plan.
If
I think Kleistron might disagree.
someone disagrees, and I'm sure he does. Oh, anyway.
But we can all laugh at it now, Eugene. That was so long ago.
Well,
I'm
was
not
like
laughing.
That was like a few hours ago.
let's worry about this plan, guys. What are we going to do?
Where was let's say so?
Wonderful.
Well said. You're here.
So
Keep that in.
I'm gonna keep trying to hone that in. Dragonelle's around the closest to us, and the people were on the opposite side, correct?
So you all are
Enemies.
kind of on this like overlook, looking over the Dragonelle pits, and then to your northeast and to your southwest are the 4 guard towers.
Okay.
So how confident are we that we can either A, tame them and have them help, or B, we don't bother with them at all and we just take out the other guys?
Well, I do believe that the Dragonelles are, like, chained up, tied up.
They are, yes.
So the only risk is if we start attacking one of the guard towers and the others catch wind, they might go down to the Dragonelles. But I'm willing to bet that I don't think that poisoning the Dragonelles with egg salad will work. I don't know of any allergies that they have to eggs.
I feel like that is the least likely
Yes.
success here.
So I'll tell you, if we go down to attack the Dragonelles, then we will also then probably alert the guard towers.
Do we want to create a 2-part plan instead? Beginning with the beginning of the plan. The beginning of the plan consists of a diversionary force to let the others in the castle, or in the camp.
Actual footage of me trying to make my word count in an essay.
In the
Alpha, you got a
camp,
little blood coming out of your. Are you okay?
startle the members in the camp. Then, our strike team, the other part in the plan, part 2. They will wait by the Dragonelles, who will only be approached by the most experienced soldiers and the ones we need to worry about. If we take care of those in my plan, again, part 1 being the diversionary force and part 2 being the stealth strike team. Now, the stealth strike team could also go on to
Reggie, listen, this is all really great stuff. You know, you don't have to raise your hand while you're speaking to us already.
Okay, so raising the hand is for you guys to be able to cut me off whenever.
Yeah, I would like to imagine that he's really like raising his hand. Like he's like, I do have more
This
to say.
is
Like I
my
would like you to
plan.
know.
I think that we should.
And he sees like someone's about
Honor.
to speak, and he's like, "Wait, hold on."
Honestly,
I like to think that he's just talking and he can't stop, and so he's trying to stop and he raises his hand.
The hand is like trying to cover his mouth, but it can't.
It's a cursed hand.
I think the only thing that would have been better is if every part of that had like a 3-part title, so it was like a really long subtitle.
In this essay, I will.
1. The beginning of the plan. The plan. Part 1.
Like
the team.
analysis of
The abstract
inside
of
plan.
the plan.
He's drawing a PowerPoint in the sand.
the symbology of.
So let's get this straight. Who's on the sneaky snake team and who is waiting to pounce at the Dragonelles?
I believe. If anyone wants to immediately
Yes.
cut me off. I believe you all know the best way you can assist in my plan. The plan being part 1 and part 2 combined. Together, making the whole plan.
Reggie, we've got to work on your elevator pitch.
And in conclusion,
Elevators aren't even
This
invented yet.
essay
You
I
have
have
to work
written.
on it, Reggie. You have to.
I'm sorry. In Special Forces, we liked to go around the table and have everyone contribute.
let someone else contribute.
I have eggs.
How
Thank you,
about
Heloise.
how about I take Buffy Heloise, and she and I could sneak to one of the towers.
With
I'll
eggs.
yeah, hold on, we're getting to that. And when we get up there,
This is
I will
also
cause
the
a-
beginning of his plan. This is only the beginning. This is part A, the beginning.
Oh, this is super short. I will cause a.
I was gonna say like Buff Louise or something, but I couldn't come up with it. I was Buffy's. I don't know. Anyway,
So, I will cause a distraction. Their attention will be on me, and then you can whack them in the back of the head with the eggs.
Or my battle axe.
Both work. Either way, we'll get them.
So
If
wait,
they-
Do you have weapons?
If
I would
things
like
go-
to clarify that we don't just have a bag of eggs. Okay,
So
I
wait,
feel like everyone's
you-
getting really hung up on this bag
you
of
are
eggs.
both
You
the
really love it. You
You're-
really love it.
I love eggs.
you're both the diversionary team and the waiting to pounce team.
Oh,
We are part 1 and part 2. In
tower
summation.
1. Correct. In the first tower. Now, whenever the second tower is.
Reggie's looking over the plan
Why?
he wrote in the sand and trying to figure out what-
We're calling it audible.
Eugene
Then
got
when the-
smart, and now
when-
he's the party leader.
Then, when Tower B hears the commotion, Alfie can pull out his. He can call the meteors down and rain
I still
hellfire.
don't think he can do that. I don't. Listen, I know you were very close with Bucky, and we all miss Bucky, but
Reggie's eyes go wide after hearing about the meteor. He's like, huh? We
Okay,
can
but
do
then
what now?
you guys would like be the ambush team, or does anyone have any other thoughts?
DM, quick question. We know that there is a tunnel. Do we know what direction it is in? Like, do we know where we should be heading other than, oh god, this is a camp with towers?
Yes, so you all need to be heading toward the northeast exit.
With that in mind, Arby's going to point to the northeast and say, those 2 watchtowers are much closer together than the other 2. They're probably watching the tunnel we need to make it towards.
So you're saying we take out the guys watching the tunnel?
With
Or
the
just
eggs.
don't get seen? We don't, like, it doesn't have to come to blows. Don't get me
Or-
wrong, I am all for fucking someone up. I've had a really rough couple days. I kind of want to, but we can also just not be seen.
Well, how about I just cast us a lovely spell and we just walk right through?
We do need to talk about the smell of the eggs, though.
Eloise, you're gonna have to leave the eggs. We'll get fresh ones.
No.
it's like, no.
Eat them now.
Alfie, I cannot believe I'm asking you
I
this.
threw up.
I cannot believe that this is what it's coming to. Does your magical bag of holding also contain smell?
That's a great question.
This is what we bring the wizard. Yeah.
I have never thought to try to put a smell into my bag of holding.
I guess if it's far down enough, it might,
You can make an Arcana check if you wish.
Yeah, I will.
Session going great as always. Good job, team.
16.
We're
So you
really productive. In this
But
plan,
this time, usually Bucky was
are.
on a dragonelle.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
Bucky would have already
Yeah.
been writing 3 of them at the same time.
So, Alfie, you know that bags of holding are essentially like a demi-plane almost. Everything inside of it is fully contained inside of it. You also know, however, that it's going to make everything in the bag. You ever heard of like automatic pickling, where you can like vacuum out all the oxygen in a pickle jar and it pickles everything real hard. Everything in your bag of holding is going to smell like spoiled eggs for the rest of eternity.
Yummy.
All right, so with my new knowledge of this, I'm going to look at Arby and slightly shake my head and say, no, it cannot contain smells, unfortunately.
Now, with all this in mind, Eugene, I've seen you pull off some very impressive stuff.
Thank you very much.
Does this thing that you do obfuscate the smell?
I don't even know with his headband of intellect if he would know that word.
Well, let me ask you
Dude, I
this.
might need a headband.
What's
Well,
obfuscate me?
Well, let me ask you this one time.
So, when I've done it before, could you smell me?
Well,
No, but I was surrounded by corpses on fire, so
fine, I'll just get rid of the eggs. And I throw them down the
Hooray!
hill.
Okay,
safe!
Alfie pipes up and says, I have an idea. Don't know how well it'll work, but I can summon a cloud that should cover the Dragonelle pit area. And if anyone tries to come near it, I can call down a bolt of lightning to hit them.
Yes.
wait,
All in
really?
favor,
You
say
can do
aye.
that?
All in favor, say aye, aye.
I can do that, yes.
Reggie's gonna keep scratching his head.
Alfie,
looking
you've
at
gotten some
that
really
plan.
impressive skills lately. Good job.
Yeah, I know. I'm talented, yeah. What can I say?
So, big Dragonelle cloud over there, sneak over here, and that's the plan? Two
Yes.
parts, just like we
I'm
said?
going to have to stay relatively near this cloud that I'm going to summon above the Dragonelle pit, just so you all know.
If that were to have a quantitative value, what do you think that might be?
If you could reckon in about feet.
120.
No.
To wit, DM,
Yes.
how big is this Dragonelle pit? I might have just lied to everyone.
The Dragonelle pit itself is about a 60 by 30 area.
I can exactly cover that Dragonelle pit.
And how far to, like, near or between the watchtowers, DM?
It's about 60 feet from the edge of the Dragonelle pit to the nearest watchtower.
Once we get past the pit, I could just go ahead and cast Pass Without Trace, and then we walk on.
Yeah, I mean, do we
I mean-
want to try to fight? Or do we want to try to just weasel past?
Weasel.
Well, see, that I kind of pulled. That's why I was saying that, because, you know.
You
from
know, I would really like to try to weasel past because sometimes in our past exploits we haven't really been able to really give it a good try. So I think now would be a wonderful opportunity for us to show some growth and some teamwork and maybe try something new.
Dad believes in us.
So can your Pass Without Trace get us all the way across, Eugene?
As long as you let me concentrate and don't mess with me, we'll be okay.
That means Reggie, don't talk.
John,
He's doing so good.
So how long have you all been standing up here talking for?
Like 10
About-
seconds.
Shut up,
Yeah,
Steven.
maybe-
Obviously not long.
Seconds.
well, the Reggie plan probably took what, 5 seconds
God.
to explain
Yeah,
everything.
definitely.
Part 1 and 2.
Okay. Joe, make me a perception check.
Fuck.
Everyone else can do if they wish, but
Some other people should try. I got a 7.
I mean,
26.
It's a
RB has
19.
been surveying the battlefield.
Dirty 20.
I got a 10.
Okay. I mean, the DC was 10. So, as you all kind of appear on this rocky outcropping, having this conversation, you watch as the ground around you begins to shake, and then dust starts to kick up on the far side of the canyon as a large red dragon comes and lands on the outskirts of the camp.
I truly love that for us.
Fuck.
Do you think he's on their side?
This is the first dragon you all have ever seen.
Alfie shits himself. He's wearing a robe, so it just hits the ground.
Oh my god, ew.
Full commando under
Does he
the
real
robe.
fast try to put it in the bag of eggs? Just try to hide it.
He just kind of kicks up some sand over top of it. Like a cat.
Oh, like a cat.
We got any more plans?
Alfie just did his
Do
own
I
plan.
ever... I didn't need to share, but I have...
Quickly.
Oh.
I say Eugene casts Pass Without Trace right now.
Okay, here we go.
Do it now.
Cassie.
Boom. Okay. Everybody roll your stealth.
I mean, do we
And
need
you
to
do get a
roll
plus
that
10
now? Is that...
if you want to get covered.
Place your
Yeah.
minis down.
Everybody get a plus 10.
23. 33.
25.
24.
Oh, shit. 25.
Now, wait, Eloise, are you getting rid of the bag of eggs? Otherwise, you all have disadvantage on this.
I already got rid of the eggs.
That was
Okay.
with disadvantage.
All right, let me go ahead and make some perception checks for the guard towers then.
I think we're all in agreement that if one of us gets caught, we sacrifice them and we keep moving.
I don't know you. You don't know me. I've never seen that person in my life.
So, what was the highest?
And we were doing so good with this whole team.
Except for Eugene, because we need him for the
we
spell.
actually need Eugene. Yes.
Highest was 25, I think.
Yeah, Alfie and I both had 25s.
Okay. So, you all are now under the effects of Pass Without Trace, and you all are still on top of this kind of outcropping overlooking. The dragon is kind of positioned in the direction you all are wanting to head. So, how are you all proceeding forward at this point?
Is there a rider on the dragon?
That's a good question. Make another perception check now that it's landed.
Dirty 20.
30.
God damn. Very perceptive.
Anyone else?
20. Hold on. Math. 21.
21.
21.
Those of you who look at the dragon, you can actually see as a rider begins to dismount and kind of pull themselves out of the saddle that sits on the dragon's back. The rider, unlike most of the dragon army soldiers, is in full plate, but all of it is red, the exact same red of the dragon. The helmet of this armor is actually built to resemble the head of the red dragon as well.
Okay. Is there a pathway for us to go down and then, like, are there little rocks that we can hide behind as we move to try to, you know, separate ourselves from the dragon as much as we can?
So I believe the last time you all made a perception check, to your right, the hill slopes down more gradually, so that's the easiest way off. Now, there are some scattered rocks and the like that you all might be able to hide behind.
Does anyone have a cloak like Sam and Frodo had?
I think
I'm
we
fresh
have that
out.
on us that with the Pass Without Trace. I think that's what that is
Oh, okay.
equivalent to right now.
That's a good point.
Could we just, well, I mean, probably not the best idea because it's a waste of a spell, but I mean, well, no, you can only use Featherfall on one person, right? Or is it everybody?
It's like 6
Ah.
people.
Yeah, it's like 6 people.
I was going to say we just take a run and jump.
But I think, well, We are stealthed. So
I'm not trusting the fucking Alfie Featherfall.
well, you can trust my Featherfall, but Alfie doesn't think it's a great idea to use Featherfall right now.
That's fair. All right, so down the gradual slope.
Yeah, I would say down the gradual slope.
Okay. I will need everyone to make me acrobatics checks to maintain their balance as they go down the hill.
I'm about to fuck us all up, guys.
I got a nat 20.
I got a 4.
I got a 14.
Plus 8. I'm
that
fucking
is a-
somersaulting down.
If I fall, can I cast Featherfall on myself so I land gently?
Eugene got a 12.
In
Sorry.
Reggie?
You got a
You got a
6.
16.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were talking to me.
He said, "Who the fuck is
I'm
that?"
Fuck is Reggie?
Dude, which NPC is that guy?
Alfie, you can cast Featherfall on yourself. Does not ruin the stealth check.
I do that.
Okay. So other than Alfie's near-death experience, you all do get down from this rocky outcropping down to the floor of this valley. At this point, you all can see that the rider has fully dismounted and went into their tent, which is slightly larger and more ornate than the other tents in this section. The dragon has coiled itself up next to the tent, right there, which is against the back wall of this valley.
Guys, I know it's a bad idea, but I really want to steal it.
Shut up.
Okay, I just thought I'd say.
No.
Ironically, my intrusive thought was, when we get to where we're going, yeet a fireball at the tent.
Hold on.
That's a
Is this
dragon.
dragon male or female?
You've
What?
never seen a dragon before
Are
in
you
your
about
life.
to You're about to like donkey it in Shrek, aren't you?
Roll me an Arcana check and see if anything in your
Roll
book.
for Bard.
Yeah, roll for
I mean,
Bard.
does it have a big dragon pussy or a big dragon dick?
Oh no.
It's got both.
Roll for Arcana.
27.
Not in
So
nature.
you know that dragons have what are called cloacas, and you can't see their sexual organs from the outside. You also know, however,
Bird.
it is. Yes, look it up. Birds and reptiles have them.
I'm
Don't look
not
it up.
looking
Don't look
it
it up.
up. I'm not looking it up. Thank you.
You do know that female dragons tend to actually be the larger of the two and are more bulky and broad. And this one looks like a fairly skinny dragon, for lack of a better term.
Okay. Glad I derailed us to know that.
Yeah, thanks.
Anyway,
Alfie.
so now that we don't know what its orientation is, how about we keep, sneak on along here?
All right. So are you all continuing on toward the exit?
Yes.
Please, for the love of God, yes, please.
As you work your way past the
Please for
first
their
guard
bronchola.
tower, weaving in and out of the rocks, hugging close to the bottom of the guard tower, you get to this large boulder-esque rock that's kind of in the middle of the valley area, about 20 feet from the exit guard tower. Then you start to hear this kind of flicking noise. I would like everyone to make a perception check.
11.
Nat 20, baby.
19.
Also an 11.
What'd you have, Reggie?
28.
Alright, so RB, Reggie, and Heloise. As you get to this boulder, you're looking around for the source of the noise, and you see that the dragon has stuck its forked tongue out and is flicking it around, tasting the air. It begins to kind of belly crawl in the direction of the boulder.
The boulder or the eggs that we left?
The boulder.
Damn.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
Guys, why do we stop? Why are we stopping? Come on.
It's smelling us. We need a different smell. Somewhere else.
If only I had some eggs to distract it.
Doesn't prestidigitation do?
I was going to say, can I
Yeah,
do
prestidigitation.
prestidigitation to make it smell?
To make
Does
it
the-
shit itself.
Does that have
So
verbal components?
surprised that it shit itself.
Go-
Yeah.
I mean,
Can I
you
whisper it?
No. I mean, you can make a sleight of hand check to try, but
Bitch ass motherfucker.
Can the verbal component be, look over there?
anyone here speak Draconic?
Oh, hold on.
The verbal
Make some
component is,
neon
oh fuck.
signs.
If I
Neon
have it on my
signs.
staff, do I still have to use the verbal component?
You know,
Oh,
we'll be right
Because I
back.
do have it on my staff.
Uh-oh.
We'll be right back after these brief messages.
Big brain play coming in.
Go on, Autumn. Plug the
Drink your
Instagram.
Ovaltine. Oh. Follow us on
Golly.
Instagram.
Hey everybody, it's Eugene. Go follow Hallie D&D on Instagram. Woo!
Okay, so magic items in general don't require components. But let's see if staff
Hey-ho.
specifically do. You know, I'm not seeing anything on it, so I think that you're good, Joe.
Okay. I'm going to. I suspect that this is a male dragon because of my good arcana roll. So. Can I make an odor of. Well, I was going to say a female dragon pheromones on the other side of the boulder. But I don't think Alfie will know what that is. So I'm just going to say, like, what's something that it would probably smell and then be like, oh, never mind, and walk away? Poop?
It's Master taking a shit.
Poop.
The
Okay,
dragon
I'm
rider
going to just
taking a
make
shit.
it smell like human shit on the other side of this boulder.
Couldn't you, like, make an illusion of a female dragon?
I don't think I
I
can
think it's
make
5
illusions that big.
Oh,
5
okay.
feet, yeah.
And it would
Gotcha.
immediately know. As soon as it tried to fuck this female dragon, it would immediately know that it's fake.
Why are you all so insistent that this is a horny dragon?
Then we'd have a mad, horny dragon.
Oh, see, I thought you were going to say, why are we all assuming this dragon's straight? Which is a completely different problem.
Also true.
Good point. Shit.
It'd be real awkward if I made female dragon pheromones and it's like, ew, and then walked away.
On the other side, make it
No
a bard.
thanks.
A bard practicing about seducing a dragon. Just make this smell like a lot of cologne or
The
something.
smell of a bard.
Just sweat and guitar strings.
This bard fucks.
So you're making it smell like human feces on the side of the boulder that it can already see.
Yes.
Okay. It sticks its tongue out a couple more times. It goes.
Same.
It kind of coils back like a snake would, and then breathes fire on the boulder.
Does the fire like go around us?
It does, yes. You're all perfectly safe. It goes back and sniffs again. And it goes. Does anyone here speak Draconic?
Eugene does.
No.
No, but I can cast comprehend languages if it starts
Eugene
talking.
does.
Nope, just
That's why I was
kidding.
like-
It has a verbal component. No, I can't.
So Eugene, you begin to hear it after it makes all these retching noises. It's what in the devil smells so awful? What can survive the fire? I have to figure this out. And you feel as the
Make it
boulder.
burnt shit.
You hear, you kind of hear Eugene like holding back gags. He's like,
And you all feel as the boulder begins to be pushed up, like the dragon is trying to look underneath it.
Guys, hold the boulder, hold the boulder.
are we going to stand in
Is
fear?
that in a way that,
Uh,
like,
can I-
deters us? Or.
Can I like dive into a nearby bush to hide?
Sure. Well, if it rolls the boulder
Like,
up
it's
and
still
drops it back, it's going to
long,
crush you
yeah.
all.
That's why I was like,
Hold the boulder, hold the boulder.
Well, if it lifts the boulder up and then drops it back where it was, then we would be on the boulder right in front of it, wouldn't we?
I don't feel like trying to give resistance, you know?
I just love the idea that it's lifting it up and you're sitting there
Reggie's not
having
gonna
this
do
conversation with each other.
Reggie's pointing to the bush and Eugene's pointing to the rock.
When the boulder starts tipping up towards us, Arby looks at Alfie and he puts his fingers over his nose. He waves his hand in front of his nose, and then he just like makes a motion with his hands as if to say, "Push the stank, dude."
Can I move the stank?
I don't believe you can move it. You can drop it and recast it.
I'll drop it and recast it to be like over fucking the side of the dragon. Like it's sniffing at our boulder right now. I want to move it over to be beside of the dragon so he at least like fucking turns away from the direction we're going.
It's now downwind further.
Alright, so boulder held up. Dragon's head turns to the side and starts sniffing with its long neck away from you all. You all have about 6 seconds.
Go, 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 go!
No. Go.
Alright,
Reggie,
you all.
By the way, can we tell if this dragon is like prepubescent, an adult?
Horny.
So, the myths of dragons that you're familiar with, all of you, have dragons being these massive 60, 70 foot long, 30 feet at the shoulder wingspans that are wide enough to blot out the sun. This dragon is certainly not that.
Okay.
Now don't get me wrong, this dragon is 2 or 3 horses put end to end.
Right.
But it's
literally, is it just horses?
It's 3 horses,
It's horses in a dragon
costume.
costume.
Best final boss twist ever.
Arkesis, just 5 horses in a dragon costume.
Good for her. Go off, queen.
So you all make the run for it.
We scooching, I believe.
How far can you hold that prestidigitation for?
Great question.
Oh no.
Should I lie to him, guys?
No, just tell him it's enough.
Enough.
There we go.
Slightly more than what you think it is.
10 feet.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
fuck me.
That's the opposite of what I said.
So you all take off running, and the poo smell dissipates. And then, Eugene, all you hear is, "I smell dwarfses."
Oh,
As
fuck.
its head
Look
snaps
at that
back.
Be racist.
He smells us! He smells us!
Well,
Well, that's not entirely true, Eugene. You're lying to us. Said he smells the dwarf.
How do you know that?
Yeah, you don't know that.
This is Joe.
well, and Trey, or Eugene, sorry, you're smart enough to know this now. You've seen a lot of different races as part of the dragon army. You've seen elves and half-elves and hobgoblins and goblins and ogres and humans of all kinds. You've never seen a dwarf working for the dragon army.
Wait, is there one here?
Reggie.
Reggie is a dwarf.
I mean, other than Reggie, that was the big question.
No.
No,
Well,
what
Steven
I'm
said
getting-
working
Why is that a
for, I was like,
question?
hold on,
Wait, what?
hold on.
What I'm getting at is that all those other smells would be common around here, but not the smell of a dwarf.
Gotcha.
As you all run into the cavern, and the mouth of the cavern is only about 12 feet wide, you watch as the dragon begins to snake in behind you. Now, its wings are all crumpled up and tight to its body, and it's honest to goodness having to snake its way through because it's almost too big to fit through here.
Fuck.
This is the cavern that we wanted to go into, right?
It is, yes.
We assume.
Do we have any lights? Or am I going to have to make everyone hold my hand and I lead us?
Oh, I mean, I have a little ball of light that I bring out every time.
There's about to be a really fucking
dark
big
day.
light behind us.
Reggie
Well,
actually has
that's fair.
some blind sight to him, so he can see. And he has dark vision.
With the dragon following in behind us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this usually works on dragons. Well, Alfie really wouldn't because never seen a fucking dragon. He's gonna try to cast polymorph on the dragon.
Okay. What's the save DC on that?
Wisdom 17.
What are you turning the dragon into?
A possum.
Any of you with dark vision, you will, and all of you who can hear, which is everybody, you kind of hear this snaking, slithering sound, the sand underneath it rubbing against its stomach scales, and the kind of hanging rocks and the enclosed walls grinding against its body. And then all you begin to hear is tiny little squeaks as it runs away.
Don't fucking attack it. Let it run away from us.
I was just about to be like, all right, what's squeaking? And
Why don't we put it in the bag of holding?
Because as soon as it takes any amount of damage, it transforms back.
But if it transforms back in the bag of holding,
It'll probably break my bag of holding.
And smell like eggs.
it couldn't though, could it? It's a bag of holding.
Yeah, a bag of holding holds up to 500 pounds.
Oh,
That's
dumb.
possible. We take the bag of holding and we bang it against the wall a couple times.
Can you put it to sleep?
First bang, it's gonna take damage and expect.
Put it to sleep.
Put a sleeper hold on the possum.
Oh,
Go on,
you put
Ranger.
the possum to sleep?
Is it going to have the same amount of hit points as it would in dragon form, or I mean in possum form?
It's going
It
to have
won't, will it?
possum hit points. It's going to have 1 HP.
I'll cast put it to sleep.
Wait,
Wait, what?
Why wouldn't you just kill it?
does this count as concentrate? Like, will casting sleep fuck with the polymorph? I don't play fucking these kinds of magic users, so
Hold on. If sleep requires concentration, it would. It does not, though.
Okay.
So no, it would not.
I don't know how to tell you all this, but this is something you all would know in game, just through living in this world. Suffocation does not cause hit point damage.
Oh,
You
I always
just
thought that it
die.
did.
So,
You just start dying,
wow.
which means it wouldn't turn off polymorph. Which means it wouldn't cut off polymorph, Joe.
You better catch that fucking possum, Eugene.
I'm still gonna roll to put it to sleep.
I mean, you
It'll
put
be
it to sleep.
much
It's
easier
one
to
hit die.
suffocate if we put it to sleep.
Okay, it's asleep. I'll grab it and put it in my bag of holding.
Now,
Is it
how,
asleep or is it playing possum?
make a
Well,
perception
no, wait,
check.
hold on. If it dies, whether it takes hit point damage or not, if it just dies, it drops
It'll
to 0
still-
hit points.
Yeah.
Can we put it inside a possum-sized hole under the ground?
Okay, we have an hour of it sleeping. No, we have 1 minute of it sleeping.
Well, okay,
If we
even
can dig a hole.
Well, I'm a dwarf.
Even if Steven is saying, like, yeah, you can totally suffocate it, it's fine. After it's suffocated, it will turn back into a dragon, dead or alive.
Yes.
So we shouldn't put it in the bag of holding.
Correct.
Does Eugene still
That's
have...
what I was getting at with the 0 HP.
Suffocate it outside or in here or whatever. Just suffocate the thing.
Does Eugene still have the slud tadpole?
Nah, we got rid of that.
Ah, fuck. I knew those motherfuckers were useful.
What were you gonna do?
That's how we got Swampy the first time.
No.
All right, so Reggie, dig a hole.
Reggie's gonna start listing all the different kinds of holes. he
Hole.
knows.
Just dig a hole. A
Why do
possum-sized
you have
hole.
to suffocate it
digging
with
a
a
hole.
hole?
How else would you? How do you want to suffocate this?
Take its head and put it in the bag of holding.
And
Oh,
as soon as it
Jesus.
dies, it turns back into a dragon.
Which will rip the bag of holding. Even though the dragon will be dead, its head will rip the bag of holding.
Reggie's
Yes.
digging. Reggie's digging the hole.
Okay.
Does
you dig
its
a
head weigh more
possum-sized
than
hole.
500 pounds?
Well,
It's wider than the orifice of the bag.
Yeah, anything that goes into the bag of holding has to fit into the orifice of the bag of holding.
Let's say
I
orifice
hate the
one more
word
time.
Orifice. Don't say it. Shut
Orifice.
the fuck up.
Do dragons have that property that cats have, where if its
The
head fits?
bussy.
The bussy of the
Bussy.
bag.
Why don't we just hold a pillow over its little face?
Do you have a pillow?
We have bedrolls, right? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
you
sure
have-
that we have some sort of fucking
You
hold
do,
a fucking
yes.
bedroll over its face.
Okay, Heloise.
Yeah, just
I'm gonna lay it on
just
this.
Poison it, Heloise, down.
I'm
Yeah,
I
gonna
think the
Well,
poison.
then it'll
should-
take
you can
poison
take
damage.
I'm gonna lay it on his
just-
back and let Heloise suffocate it with the pillow from her sleep roll.
Okay, wait. No, that's a bad idea too.
We
What is
haven't
going
had
on?
a single good idea yet. We've just had a continuous line of a different problem.
Why don't we just stand at the edge of the cave and just chuck it?
Because then it'll take damage. When it lands, it will take damage.
Y'all
And then
just-
turn into a dragon and
Y'all
tell
have
everyone where
30
we
seconds
are.
of sleep left.
Okay, I'm holding
We
it
have
down.
not been discussing
Suffocating
this
it with
an
my
hour.
bedroll.
Thank you.
That's it. That's all I'm doing.
Thank you,
I'm
Heloise.
suffocating it.
Okay, so about 30 seconds into suffocating it, it wakes up and begins to screech.
It's suffocated.
I'm still doing it.
Do it harder! Harder!
Oh my!
But not too hard. Don't damage it.
Yeah, I
Make
mean,
me
yeah.
one strength check, Heloise, to make sure you can continue
Oh,
to hold
no.
we're good. It's dirty 20.
it. Okay. So about 40 seconds after that, it stops moving. And it turns back into a full-size red dragon.
Oh fuck!
It's
it
dead.
awake?
It's dead. It's dead.
Do I just like?
This
Do
was
I
the
just
whole
like?
conversation, Billy?
On top of it, like
Yes, you
Does
are
it
now
just, like,
laying on
grow
top
and
of
I'm
it.
like-
Yes.
Can I want to point at get Reggie, Heloise, or Arby and be like, hey, can you all break off some scales and some teeth for me?
that's exactly what I was gonna do.
Does
At
it
this
have
point,
big,
any loot
impressive-
in it?
Amazing dragon fight, and you all smothered a possum to death.
This is the bedroll of a killer.
Yes.
Oh
There's all
my
this
god!
fucking
And
possum
I have a
drool
bag
on
of
it.
eggs like Emmett from Twilight too.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's not immune to suffocation.
This is like the best thing that's ever happened to me.
I mean, it's not immune to suffocation.
It's
Is that
the
the
dragon.
response? What?
It has
No,
lungs.
just you can't
Yeah.
kill it. Yeah, I mean you can't not suffocate it. That was
I was going to say we can't kill it. It's not
Oh,
dead.
fuck.
If so, I'm running down the hallway of
No,
the
it's
cavern. We just
it's a dead dragon.
okay.
There's now
I
a
wanna-
dead.
yeah.
dragon.
I want to take stuff for Alfie from it, like the
Yeah,
skeleton teeth and
I'll
stuff.
help.
And I also want to take stuff for me, keeping in mind that I might be able to make poisons out of it later.
Arby
Do
not
we-
knowing what to take is taking directions from Alfie and Heloise to just help but not get in the way.
Do we get possum XP or red dragon XP?
Oh fuck!
I hate it here.
Red Dragon encounter XP.
Red dragon.
This was really intense problem solving, guys. I'm proud of us.
Yeah, we did pretty good.
Maybe we arrive at the answer a little sooner next time, but good job.
The problem is from now on, that's going to be your main fight tactic is polymorph plus smother.
Honestly, it's the most successful thing we've done so far.
Yeah, we did pretty good.
Eloise is gonna be a killer.
No one-
It's gonna be
No one
killer
friend or
fella.
foe attacked Arby. This is a great encounter.
Possum killer.
Eloise is gonna have a Dateline series on the Smotherer, the bedroll killer.
Modern day William Burke.
Why'd you really leave Palanthas, Heloise?
I'm a possum killer.
That was
They
way
were on-
too
they were
easy
on
for
her
you
trail.
to
The poison is a red herring.
There's always poison in the victim's blood, but they never check to see if there's
Right.
killer fibers in the nose.
You know,
Reggie,
The poison just suffocates
it's,
them.
it's lore accurate that she's only used poison to misdirect or heal so far. So
True,
I mean,
true.
do we know if the poison's chloroform?
I don't know. Give it a sniff,
Can-
Reggie.
Oh, I've had
Oh, there-
resistance against poison.
Anyway, what are we getting for our alchemy mage friends?
I asked for some dragon teeth and some dragon scales.
While they're doing that, can I take a short rest?
It takes a whole hour for a short rest.
He said, man, fighting that possum really tuckered me out.
He saw that bedroll. He knew what he had to do.
Eugene just wants a little bit more health. He's doing okay, but he'd like to get closer to max.
Unfortunately, you all can spend an hour here if you want to. You just run the risk of someone coming in.
They're not gonna miss their dragon for an hour.
Anyway, Arby's going to be using the trident like a big fucking pry bar and getting some of the scales off.
Alright, make me a nature check. Or
Like,
survival.
don't worry, Steven. I'll move it along.
Or survival.
Well, they both suck. That's an 8.
If you're proficient with armor's tools, you can do that as well, or smithing tools.
Cook's tools?
If you're trying to take
Reggie has smith
Most of
tools.
I mean,
And is
I've got
proficient with them.
painter's supplies.
What'd you get,
Arby
Reggie?
would have cooked some exotic reptiles before. And a trident's basically just a big fork.
I mean, you can take like a whole leg or something with you if you want. Or maybe the head if you want to strap it to your back.
That sounds like a lot of work.
I'll take the head.
Go ahead and make me
What
a
about
smithing
my
tool
thieves'
check.
tools?
You can steal the teeth.
Hold on.
Okay, I'll steal the teeth.
Thieves' tools, dentist tools, same thing.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, you're not wrong. It gets really weird when Heloise is taking the teeth out and then yells, "Suction!"
The tooth fairy is just a pixie rogue. What'd you get, Heloise? And what'd you get, Reggie?
What do I have to roll for? Like, what am I rolling?
D20 plus your intelligence plus your proficiency.
Oh, do I add something else to my smithing check other
Intelligence
than D20
plus wisdom.
proficiency? Oh,
Or proficiency plus wisdom, I mean.
18 plus 6.
21.
Someone else do that.
24.
It's 24, thank you.
So, Reggie, you can take any chunk of this beast you want. Heloise, you expertly pry out all the teeth.
I'm gonna give some to Alfie, but I'm keeping some to make into jewelry. Because I want a dragon tooth ring.
Okay. And you know what? You all can take a short rest during this. So, Reggie, what are you taking from the beast?
I'm gonna take the skull,
Okay.
and then any part of the tail I can get.
So, how are you intending to transport this?
Put it on my head. New helmet.
The
It's
tail
a
is like
dragon.
14 feet long, and the head of this dragon
dwarves are hard.
is bigger than you are.
Dwarves are hard-headed.
I mean, if you have the
Fine,
strength,
he'll
I'll let
just
you
take
put it
the
on your head,
skull.
but
Yeah, he'll put it on his head.
you will be making acrobatics checks to walk.
Oh, fuck. Well, he's no good at that.
I mean, the skull is literally bigger than you are. It'd be like trying to walk around with a refrigerator
make some
strapped to your
armor out of
back.
the skull? Can he
When
be
you-
like the Mandalorian and put like some Beskar on his armor?
When you have access to an anvil and a couple days worth of time.
If you want to get a bunch of the bones, Reggie, you can put them in my bag of holding until you get access to make the armor.
The tail will
he'll do that.
definitely fit in the bag of holding.
Not the skull, though?
No.
So no head?
Oh, look, a second dragon just appeared.
Quick, guys,
more
hide
like-
under the skull.
All of a sudden, you hear the beats of 6 sets of wings,
Shut up.
each bigger than the last. No, while you're working on this, though, you do make me a perception check.
Everyone.
Mm-hmm. Everyone, please.
What kind of perception check? Sight?
17.
Sight-based.
16.
18.
22.
Dirty 20.
Ooh. Everyone got good ones. You all notice a figure in red robes out of the corner of your eye. Just kind of watching, not saying anything.
Hey, it's just me, guys.
I was gonna say that's what Arby does. He like thinks it's Alfie and then realizes he's helping Alfie. Like Alfie, Alfie. There's a.
I want to wave at the red robe guy.
Out from the shadows almost steps a red robe figure with a bone white mask over their face. Their body is thin and lithe. The robe is well maintained, but you can tell that it's faded just from age. But it's not frayed or anything like that. The figure with a kind of
say hello. Oh, go ahead.
with a very light kind of voice. Hello? Why are you here?
Alfie will give the reason that they're there.
Ah. Another challenger for the fate of the City of Lost Names.
I missed that chapter.
No, you were here.
I'm sorry, where are we?
Who am I? I had a bag of eggs.
Who are you?
I think I suffocated a possum.
Please get it together.
I am Damelin, Archmage of, well, now it's called the City of Lost Names. It used to be Onari.
Are you with the red robed wizards?
No, I just like the color red.
All right, well, I'm going to pull out my pen that my boss gave me and show it to him.
Yes.
Yeah, just, wanted to let you know. So,
I think he just likes the color red.
Hey, do you actually just like the color red?
Is it your favorite color?
I am a member of the Red Robe Mages.
Okay, cool, same.
Arby gets really disappointed because he was about to show him his red cape. Like, oh, right.
So, what do you mean a challenger?
Well, I imagine, since you've just killed this dragon on my doorstep, that you are aware of the army that's currently using this entire valley as a base, and is intending to take control of the City of Lost Names.
Yes, I was here for that chapter.
Yes.
I then would imagine that you're here to stop them.
It's not our main goal, but yeah, if we can do that on the way, that's cool.
What is your main goal?
Alfie.
Gather intel.
Yeah, it was a little more subterfuge than
but
direct opposition.
If we can accomplish that on our way to our main goal, that's fine. Well, we can do that.
Yes, I feel like stopping them outright is a pretty good way of sabotaging them.
It is, yeah.
What do you know of their intentions here?
Do you mean like their intentions specifically here, or their intentions in general?
Specifically here.
Oh. Nothing.
Yeah, pretty much nothing. Yep. Mm-hmm.
What do you know?
I know many things, and they come with a
related to the question you just asked.
I have an approximate knowledge of many things.
Oh my god, me too!
No, I know many things, but there is a price to my knowledge.
What?
I must extract a promise from each of you.
Okay.
Each of you may ask me a question, and in return, you will then make a promise to me.
Insight check.
Go ahead. What are you trying to know specifically?
is this person like... I'm trying to find a way to put this into this context rather than our previous campaign where we all fucking got duped by a hag pretending to not be a hag. Basically, I'm trying to make sure this person's actually a red rope wizard and everything's on the level.
Sure, go ahead.
Alfie's gonna say this doesn't count.
That was a 10.
You have no reason to disbelieve him.
This doesn't count as the exchange between question and promise. Do you have any kind of identification to let me know you're actually part of the Red Robe Wizards and not just the guy who actually does like red robes?
Let's see some license and registration, buddy.
Pretty much.
I mean, you can inspect the robes if you wish.
Do they actually do we have specific robes?
So the robes of the mages change color with alignment, and so there are special enchantments and the like on them.
Is his like lighter or darker than mine?
Significantly lighter.
Oh.
Are Alfie's lighter or darker than when he started?
Significantly darker.
What? That's shocking.
Oh.
Not that anyone's really paid attention. It's kind of a gradual thing.
My character's robes in Hero Forge have actually gotten darker. I've actually made them substantially darker. I didn't know that was actually a thing, though. That's pretty funny. So he's like kind of like a light red, and I'm more of like a burgundy red.
I thought it was a woman.
You don't know their gender yet.
Is it?
They're hiding behind a bone mask. I may have.
Yeah, you think you did.
Their name was Damelin?
Damelin. Yep.
Okay.
It's a pretty feminine name.
Damelin.
Anyway.
You can cast Identify on the robes if you wish, or make an Arcana check.
I'll make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Nat 20 plus 9.
Yep. Legit robes.
Okay. I want to lean over and to the gang and go, they're legit.
A likely story.
Okay. We ask a question, you answer, or we ask a question and make a promise, and you give us an answer.
You ask a question, I answer, then I make you make a promise.
Okay. And you'll be honest with the answer.
I will.
Okay.
What if I cannot
Oh god, it's starting.
keep the promise?
Oh, that was very short.
That
Very
is a great
specific
first question. You'll be magically compelled. You'll be magically compelled to do so.
This is bullshit.
I did preemptively say that those weren't part of it, though.
That's a great question, dwarf. You'll be magically compelled to do so. And the promise you must keep is that you will go into the city and rescue as many books from the library as you can carry. And bring them back to
Shit,
me.
I thought we were coming up with our own promises.
Oh,
I was going to ask if
is
we
that like
can
our
negotiate.
collective promise or just Reggie's?
Reggie's gonna do another.
glad
He's
you
gonna
asked
ask another
that.
question.
Arby, I'm glad you asked that, Knight. Each promise will be individual. Your promise is to visit the shrine of Paladine and seek the knowledge within.
I ain't asking no questions. I ain't asking no
Reggie's gonna
questions.
ask another question. If I ask another question, do I have another promise?
She stands there, stone-faced, not answering.
He's gonna repeat the question again.
I think that's a no, Richie. Okay, Red Robes. This is not the question. I am clarifying. so that I may ask an appropriate question.
Fuck you.
Well, that question would probably fall under that. All right, I'll just ask my question. Has the city already been invaded, and are there civilians in there?
The city is overran with the dragon army. There is no one who lives in the city except myself who still remains.
All right, what's my promise?
That you, once you go into the city, will find a
We
way.
just asked another question. Just saying.
And yet I hadn't gotten my promise.
This is bullshit.
Inside
This
the
is
city,
favoritism.
there is a palatial mansion near the exit to this tunnel. Inside, there is a ring. I need you to bring it to me.
All right. Wait, just inside the fucking mansion? There's a ring just inside the fucking mansion? Is that what you said?
Just on the other side of basically the first major building you'll see on the outside of this tunnel is a mansion. Inside of that mansion is a ring somewhere. And she needs you to bring it to her.
Her.
Right, so somewhere in that giant fucking mansion, there's a tiny little ring that I need to find.
It's magical. You should find it quickly.
Okay.
You are a
This
wizard,
is a lot
aren't
of
you?
extra questions.
You can
These my questions are to do with keeping my promise.
Look, Richie, if you want to ask questions clarifying your promise, feel free to do so.
Excuse me, hi. Obelisk, House Chadwick. Can you describe this ring that Alfie seeks?
It's golden. And it's the size of a ring.
Did you say golden or wooden?
Golden.
Okay.
G. And it's the size of a ring. And it's engraved.
Great. What does the engraving say?
And
Well,
you
the
speak
language.
Draconic.
Okay. That answered Arby's question. All right. I believe we have 2 more questions we can ask.
Eugene and
And we
Haley.
can, I'm guessing, I'll look at the Red Robe Wizard and say, I'm guessing we can speak amongst ourselves, at least the ones who have already asked, to construct the questions for the other 2, correct?
She doesn't answer you.
I'm going to assume that's a yes.
Okay, just don't phrase anything like a question. No pressure. Just don't ask a question.
Eugene, you should ask about...
No, don't ask anything. That was literally her point. Don't ask.
You should ask about what we might encounter ahead and if there are any traps or shortcuts.
You guys, he's got a good question.
But don't say it as a question.
So, I heard there are a lot of traps and potential shortcuts down there.
That's not a question. I will not be answering that.
Yeah, you do
Well,
have.
guys,
I think
I
we do
tried.
have to. I think we do have to ask the question.
Yeah, I say we vote, though. Like, is that a good enough question? Alfie's fine with Eugene asking that question.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about who's this person, too?
Ooh. Do we save
Who's
that
this
for
for?
Eloise? Like, ask, about who we're speaking to.
Damalar.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
whatever. Forget, you can cut that. You can just cut that.
Whatever.
Let's just take that out of there.
She's already told you her name and her job title, which is Archmage of the City of Ontari.
Oh, so she must be a big bitch.
Jesus, Billy.
What? Heloise might fall in love. I don't know.
With this small elven
So-
woman,
Who is she?
like
Oh.
5 foot nothing.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, it's not my type.
okay.
Oh, I should ask her if we're going to get married.
Oh my god.
I vote for that question.
So,
Eugene.
don't worry. Are there any?
Arby's grinding the fucking trident into the ground now.
Is there any shortcuts that we should be aware of to help us, fulfill all of our promises, or any traps?
Running from underneath the Temple of Paladine, there is a tunnel that will exit near the building called the Threshold of the Heavens. It's the large spire in the center of Ontari. As far as traps, I have not set any. That does not mean that there weren't any set by others that I am unaware of, or that the Dragon Army have not set any in their time there.
That sounds good to me.
Eugene, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
All that's left is
What am I going to be held accountable for?
Yes.
Again, checking up on the homework tray.
You must be a good little kitty cat.
Oh, fuck.
It's canon.
Oh, fuck.
No, I'm kidding.
She's a bitch.
Nope, I wrote it down. It's in the notes already. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy, dog.
He says, of you,
That's a cat.
he says, when you reach the threshold of the heavens, there will be a body inside. One of my dear friends was killed during the cataclysm. I need you to gather its corpse and bring him to me.
I can do that.
Is this a friend or a friend?
Ease! Questions!
Oh, what the fuck? That was the last question.
Sorry, guys, I had to do it. It's so Heloise. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Jesus.
Simply a friend, nothing more. You must promise to stop being horny.
Oh, we're all cursed.
Promise what?
Just curse us now.
Steven.
Stop being horny.
Steven, get off
No.
Oh, yeah, no.
Well, you're all
She's
under
like,
the
"No,
effect of the
thanks."
geese spell, so I would hope.
Yeah,
You-
not even fucking magic can do that.
I mean, are you ready to take 5d10 psychic damage every day?
Heloise might be dead by morning.
No, but really, Heloise, she makes you promise that if you are to fail, to not allow them to capture you.
Fuck yeah, I can do that shit. I don't even have my eggs, though. We could have just, committed egg-cicide.
No, workshop that one more. We'll get there.
Ovicide?
Better.
Deal.
You had no choice.
Right, I'm saying deal. We have a deal.
Okay. The path you seek.
Heloise goes to shake on it.
Dog gets very confused.
She literally never
Oh.
removes her hands from this position, which is like fingers
Awkward.
crossed in front of her face. She says, "The path you seek lies behind me. Go now, and return this way. And when you are done, I will send you where you wish to go."
Bye.
So are we ready?
That's up to you all.
Yes.
You had your short rest. Everyone get a short rest in.
Correct.
Yep.
All right. Are you all going to just walk that way, or are you going to stealth that way, scout that way?
Repeat the question.
I will stealth.
I was asking if you all were just going to walk that way. Are you going to stealth up that direction? Are you going to send somebody to scout it?
Oh,
We could send Eugene ahead of us.
I was gonna say we should send Eugene ahead to scout.
All right. Eugene, go ahead and make me both a perception check and a stealth check, if you're going to go.
Yeah. We'll kind of look and wonder why he's been given such task, but
I don't know, Ranger.
let's see. Okay, so 23 on perception, and then the stealth was a nat 20 plus 8.
Ooh, okay. So how far is the rest of
why
the
don't
party
we
following
send
behind
Eugene?
you?
I don't know. I can't see him. He stealth so good.
Is
Eugene's at smoke bomb.
is Reggie and
It's an
Eugene
egg.
are Reggie and Eugene the only ones with dark sight?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay, Reggie will go in the back then.
Okay. So how far is the rest of the party hanging back from Eugene?
Probably not too far. I'd say probably 15, 20 feet.
An
Okay.
appropriate amount
Yeah.
to be within
Enough.
safety.
Enough. Okay. So, Eugene, you see this first, but the rest of the party sees it not long after you. The path to the other side is clear. There's nothing in it. And as you come up to the edge of where it is, the light begins to come in through the cave entrance. And it's almost blinding how bright it is. And then before you, you see a glittering city of broken domes and jagged towers as they stretch out across the land. The nearby buildings and streets slope down into the basin of a vast, ruin-filled crater. Your vantage provides a view of the entire city, some of it broken districts scarred by fire and flooding. Here and there, crumbled structures and massive rocks bob gently, in defiance of gravity, floating above the ground. At the city's center, a delicate tower of sharp marble and graceful buttresses rises into the sky. It's made all the taller by its rocky foundation, which floats off the ground.
Eugene's going to kind of turn back and be like,
Guys, this place looks pretty crazy. Like, breathtaking,
Eugene.
if you want me to be honest.
Sorry, I didn't know where you were.
It's
Spooked
okay.
me.
and I'll keep leading them closer to the edge.
God, where did he go?
You all get to the edge now and can overlook the city.
Oh my god. This is fantastic.
At this point, you all have view of the entire city. If there's any questions you have about it, feel free to ask.
Anything looking kind of shriny? Anything look like it might be a paladine shrine?
I mean, there is the building on the far side of the city, which is shaped like a giant dragon. Its walls are covered in platinum.
Yeah, that might be it.
Where are we?
So you all are on the east side of the city,
Okay.
overlooking basically everything, which sits in kind of this massive crater.
Can I see dragon army soldiers crawling everywhere?
I'm not even going to make you make a perception check. There are things moving all over this city.
Great.
Now, at this height, you're not exactly sure what they are, but it's a pretty fair assessment.
Okay. Can I see the mansion that this red-robed lady told me about?
Oh, you can. It's actually fairly close to you. This cave kind of pops out at the top of the hill as it like descends into the crater. It's only maybe 1,200 feet down this slope.
Huh.
It's impossible to miss. What's also
Okay.
impossible to miss is the giant red army or red dragon army banners which are planted outside the mansion.
Huh.
Now, I know I can see it, but I don't know if Eugene can, or if it's super noticeable. But can I see the threshold of the heavens?
You mean the massive spire floating in the center of the map? Yes.
Hey, just making sure.
You in fact-
All right, perfect.
Hmm.
Anyone else have any questions about the area?
If I can... Go ahead, Reggie.
Who built this shit?
That'd be a history check, since you all did not ask the Archmage.
Fucking bitch. Do I get advantage since I'm a dwarf?
This isn't made by dwarves, so no.
Alpha got a 27 on history.
9.
You all know that this is one of the cities built by the Archpriest of Ishtar, the King Priest of Ishtar. They had the magical ability to literally take cities and float them, and they would travel the land in these floating cities. And during the cataclysm caused by the king priests of Ishtar, primarily as well as the hubris of the other races, the magic which held these cities aloft faded, and in many cases they tumbled to the ground.
Damn. If I can see like even a couple Dragon Army soldiers, can I tell if like they're not all the dragon people, are they?
No,
Can't tell that there are other races.
and most of the army is actually made up of humans, goblins, hobgoblins. Relatively
Gotcha.
few are the dragon-like creatures. It's just that they tend to be used as shock troops and are sent after the most dangerous elements of an enemy force.
So, and what I'm hearing is that we could kill a few of them, don their armor, and walk through the city.
You're certainly welcome to try that.
All right, guys.
Hey, Eugene plays a pretty good bad guy, and if he puts on some armor,
Oh
you all
god,
remember.
what's happening?
I think Eugene thinks he plays a pretty good bad guy. All right, I say we get a few of these bozos, try to kill them silently, maybe polymorph and smother, and then
That was
don their armor.
strangely fantastic.
Maybe try to kill them in a back alley.
I mean, there's plenty of those around.
We could just break their kneecaps.
Don't think
Well-
that kills them.
We
What
need
if
them to
we
be quiet.
continue with another one of my plans?
Okay, hit us with the plan, Reggie.
First, we invite one of them to a dinner. We will send in Eugene with a smiling face. Then, at the dinner, Arby, you, with your cooking utensils, will craft a magnificent 14-course meal. I, with my eloquent skills.
Hey everyone, DM Steven here. I just wanted to say thank you from the entire High Anxiety crew. If you enjoy what we're doing and would like to see more in the future, subscribe to the podcast, follow us on our social media, and check out the individual projects of our members, all found in our show description.